Welcome to another RSR. Tonight I'm reviewing Club América 0, Pumas UNAM 1 in Liga MX Apertura 2024 Jornada 10. Pumas Club América 0, Pumas UNAM 1 en la Liga MX Apertura Jornada 10. Pumas ganar. Pumas win over Club América. They get the win. They play the better game, I'd say. They shut down América. América were very tired tonight, I think, after their Campeones Cup final on Wednesday. And honestly, Davila did not have the answers we thought he would have. I was thinking maybe he was going to become the guy who is similar to Quiñones, as to make something out of nothing. But tonight, so far, or throughout the game, he wasn't that good. Then he got taken off for Zendejas, and that just wasn't going to do anything. Pumas played tough. They wanted this game more. They wanted to go into their house, their interim house, and beat América, and they did. And América are still struggling. I thought they had it figured out after the Columbus game. When you beat the best team in MLS and honestly outplay them at their own house and still beat them on penalties, you get the right to be like, you know what, maybe they have this figured out. But I don't know if they do. Goals were scored as follows. In the 19th minute, the only goal, Piero Yepez scores. Memote plays the ball into Piero Yepez. Piero Yepez puts it a low shot into the far post. A beautiful shot. A goal for 0-1. 0-1. Beautiful goal. Memote with a beautiful assist as well. That I didn't expect he had that in his bag, but Memote got it. Halftime 0-1, 0-1 miro tiempo. 0-1 full time, 0-1 esta noche. Pumas win, Pumas ganar. 3 puntos de la Pumas UNAM. 3 points for Pumas on this night. And honestly, they deserve it. They were the better team. Was it the best game? No. Was it pretty boring? To a certain extent, yes. Did they try to shut them down? Did they gum up the works? Yes. Was this a fireworks derby? No. No. Full-time stats are as follows. 12 shots to 5. 5 shots on goal to 4. 68% possession to 32% possession. 554 passes to 254. 87% pass accuracy to 75% pass accuracy. 14 fouls to 19. 0 offside to 1. 1 yellow card to 3. 1 red card to 0. 4 corners to 3. Here is my thought process about this game. América were more worried about how the Campeones Cup went. They sort of were fine with whatever happened here. They're not even in the play-in right now. A win here would have put them into the playoffs and put them over Pumas in most cases, or if it was 1-0, I guess just under them, but it would have put them into the play-in spots, the repechaje spots. They could have built from there. There's still 7 games left for América and everybody else. This is true. But to me, it's like, will they though? They're very much struggling right now. They're very much struggling right now. It's less and less room for error. Liga MX is a tight league. That's the good news. América is still América. Yes, but they've been struggling since the turn of the calendar to this 2024-25 season. The Apertura of 24, of course, we go to the Clausura of 25, but the calendar's turned for Mexican football. Ever since that calendar turned, they've been very much struggling throughout. Pre-Leagues Cup, during Leagues Cup, after Leagues Cup. It's been 3 months and they've been struggling. They've not been playing to the level of what you would expect them to play as. And this América team, our bicampeonato, they are defending bicampeonato. And their biggest thing was, we're going for tricampeonato. No, they're not. I don't care if they somehow sneak their way into the playoff, they're not going to get it. And you could say, but they'll finally be hot. once they hit this certain threshold. Maybe. But is it going to be a 4-win, 3-draw type thing, or enough points to get into the playoffs, then go from there? I honestly think Davila has to be, from now on, has to be perfect. He has to do what Julian Quiñones does. The big thing that hurt Club América these past couple of months is losing Julian Quiñones. Losing Quiñones to Saudi Arabia was the horrible thing. He always made something out of nothing. Rodrigo Aguirre, not that guy. Henry Martin, getting older. Victor Davila can be that guy. Has, as he's came over, shown that he can be that guy, but he hasn't consistently been that guy. You have different situations here that this forward group, Zendejas is still a tronco. Point blank, Zendejas is still a tronco. That man is still a tronco. Point blank period, still's a tronco. Henry's getting older. Rodrigo Aguirre, just, it ain't, I don't think it is him. He can score, but he's not that type of guy. Davila can be Quiñones, or at least similar to Quiñones, but will he be? Who's to say? Who's to say? And it makes you wonder. It really makes you wonder what América did tonight was lay an egg. You could say, but they were tired from Wednesday. Could be. Could be. It was a 90-minute match with penalties. I don't think so. It could be, oh, but Pumas just gummed up the works. That is more true. That truly matters. But Pumas, they're higher on the table. This is true. But América is lagging behind. The question is can they pop back forward? After this, after the Campeones Cup, I was like, you know what? They may have figured something out. Right now, I'm like, hey, hold your horses. Hey, let's hold our horses. I don't know if they figured something out. You know, it's going to be tough sledding for América. And I can't believe I'm saying that. They did struggle to start the Apertura, the Clausura last year. Their second part of the Bicampeonato. They did struggle a little bit. They did have some worse moments, but they got done with it. They got through to the final, through the playoffs, got to the final, won again. I think they didn't leave it this late, though. I think they're in a bit of trouble right now, personally. I think it's a little bit of a time for alarm. I wouldn't say panic, but I would be alarmed if I was an América fan. Now, if I was a Pumas fan, I'd be very happy with this result. Was it the best? No. Was it good enough? Yes. Did they get 3 points? Yes. They're 5th place now. They're climbing up the table. Their team is playing well under Lemma. They are playing very well under Lemma. That is a true fact. And they are working through these games. They've lost a couple of big pieces and still are playing pretty well. Chino Huerta didn't have that good of a game. Piero Quipe had a good game. He's man of the match. He scored the goal. Memote with an assist. He's doing what he has to do. He is sort of building a spot for him at Pumas, himself at Pumas, after being a journeyman. Ruvalcaba was injured tonight. He couldn't play. Leo Suarez is injured. He won't play till March. They've lost some big pieces, but they still find ways to win. Lemma out-tactic Jardinet tonight as well. I think that is true. I think that matters. And I think Pumas found the answer tonight. I think they found the right answers. América took it a bit too weak, and I think they paid for it. And they really couldn't find a push that game forward gear because Pumas muddied up the works. I think they earned that 3 points, and they deserve it, in my opinion. Next up for América, they got León, Santos, Tijuana, Monterrey, Mazatlan for their next 5 of 7. And, you know, I think they beat León. I think they beat Santos. Tijuana, we'll see what happens there. That could go either way. Monterrey, they'll probably lose. Mazatlan, they'll probably win. That should be 3 wins in 5 at the very least. Would that be enough? We'll see. To get to the playoff, at least in the play-in, it should be. But I'm not sure. Haven't crunched the numbers yet, but those 5 matches, if they don't win 3 of those 5 at the very least, if not 4, Xolos probably can go their way, probably should go their way, but Juan Carlos Osorio hasn't been playing well. So I'd say 3 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. If you don't get at least that record over the next 5 games, you're definitely going to have to start panicking. If any of those Santos Leon games come up a draw or a loss, you're going to have to lose your minds. You're in trouble after that. These are the games you have to win. And Pumas, next up's Toluca. So I'm interested in that one. I may go live for it. I don't know. Since Toronto's playing so early on Saturday, I may go live for it. Who knows? But I'm thinking about it. But Pumas, they've done enough. They deserve the 3 points. América, there's a certain amount of points you need over the next 5 games, and there's a certain amount of results you need. If you don't get those, if the result's worse than what is expected from that match, you panic. That's where we are now. With that being said, if you like this video, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification one, subscribe, send some chats on the live streams, comment on this video, put us in a playlist, share with friends and family, all that great stuff. Tomorrow for my Dynasty Stars, month ahead for October will come out. Tuesday, everybody, we're all back together for a live watch-along and review of Saprissa versus Antigua GFC Central American Cup, second leg, quarterfinals. We'll cover that. Wednesday, Toronto plays Red Bulls. Live review for that. 2 lives, 1 review of Caribbean Cup games on Thursday. Friday, we will recap the quarterfinals, predict the semifinals / play-in of the Central American Cup. And we will recap. I think we'll also recap the group stage and predict the knockouts of the Caribbean Cup. I think we'll do it like dual video there. Like all in one. Because the group stage ends this week for the Caribbean Cup as well. So probably I'll cover both in that way. Friday off, Saturday, Toronto plays Miami. Live and review. I may be live for Toluca Pumas. And we'll see where we go from there. Sunday, if I do that, I will not be live on Sunday. I may move my Domingo Futbolero back if I do that and do some Saturday games. If I do that, probably not going to go live for Juarez versus Santos. But we'll see what happens. I may move it a little bit. We'll see what happens. With that being said, I will see you on Tuesday, everybody. My Dynasty Stars, I'll see you tomorrow for month ahead. I'll see you then. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. See you.